The gospel is a condensed, super condensed version of Jesus Christ in the Spirit. And if that's all I got, that's if everything else seems to be confusing, I can just hold on to that and go right back to that. And that is what I need to do when I ever get focused on anything else. If I am, everything should flow out of the gospel. God sent his son to express him. He is the express image of God. In him, the fullness of God dwelt in him. Right? Okay. Let me try and organize this a little bit better. So, God chose to express himself in Jesus, the Son, when he became flesh. So, let me back it up. Yeah, I'll go back even further. Sorry, this is messy. This is so unorganized. The Word, let's go back to the beginning. God said, let there be light. So God spoke, and we know that everything that was made through Jesus Christ. He is the Word. He is the light. So he is the expression of God from the very beginning. And we know in him we live and move and have our being. So everything that was made by the Son and is in him. Consists. It's held together in him. So God further expressed himself in the Word through the prophets and through the law. Now these are just a shadow. These were unclear. They couldn't tell. They couldn't understand it. It couldn't be understood. They couldn't make sense of it. Not really. Not at that time. So God sent Jesus to express him into the world. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Right? So Jesus became flesh and blood. He became a man. He humbled himself even further, taking on human flesh. Now, after his death, burial, and resurrection, it says that he became a life-giving spirit. Oh, this is getting fun. He became the life-giving spirit. The last Adam became the life-giving spirit. And the Spirit comes to us by the Word. It all leads back to the Word. It's the first and the last. And now, the Word that God is speaking is just like the beginning. Let there be light. And there will be no need for the sun and the moon in the end. Oh my gosh. It's so unorganized, I don't even care. There will be no need for the sun and the moon because he will be our light. It goes from the beginning to the end. He is the light. Oh, that's super fun. But for now, what we have now in the Word, because God speaks to us in his Son, in the Word, we have the ultra condensed version, which is the power of God unto salvation. It's like I don't know if you ever heard of a what is the thing where it's what's the thing where it's in a whole bunch of books of the Bible where in the middle you have it meets. It starts with a C. Oh my goodness! Somebody, please help me. What is it called? Okay, either way, it meets in the center, and then both parts, the beginning and the end, kind of tie together. But they cross in the center. What is that called? It happens in Daniel, it happens in Matthew, happens in John. Oh well, somebody will know what I'm talking about. But right now, where everything meets, from the light that was from the beginning and the light that will be at the end, it all comes together and it meets at the super condensed version of his death and resurrection, the gospel. It's not just the cross, it is his cross and his burial and his resurrection. Oh, what is it called? Anyways, yeah. So we have a super condensed version of we have Jesus in super condensed form, and it is the gospel, and that is the power of God unto salvation and sanctification and rewards and glorification and eternity and light forever. It was always the plan. Oh boy, this is a bunch of rambling. I just don't care though. You know what? May God bless you, and may you enjoy the freedom that is in our death with Christ, which takes away every demand and puts us out of the way, puts the old man out of the way, so that it's no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And the life that I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. My faith is in the gospel, which is the power. The super condensed version. Which just, I think of myself, I don't like Calvinism. I don't like Reformed theology. I was enslaved to that for a long enough time. I like to consider myself a reverse Calvinist. I believe the gospel is so powerful that when you speak it, people hear it and they believe it and get saved. You can walk around saying Jesus died for your sins, and if you believe that, there's nothing you can do. You're locked in. You're Dunsky. That's it. That's power. You can't help it. What are you going to do? You believe it, you're locked in. I'm sorry. You wanted, you didn't want. Sorry if you believed it by accident. I don't know. You accidentally believed it. You know what? I don't know. But I just don't care. Okay. God bless you. Have a good one.